Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Glad you're here joining us. We're a little early today for our Community Connection live update. I'm Captain Chandler, and I have Taylor Givens here and also Richard. We're going to provide you about 20 minutes of good information from your police department to you about all kinds of stuff that happened this past week and also upcoming, such as Halloween and our Halloween patrol. So let's see who's joining us. There's 15 of you watching live. We have Liz chiming in. Good afternoon and happy Friday. And Donna with a little hand wave there. So we're glad you're here. Let us know you're here in the comments too. We'll acknowledge you and just say hello back. But Rich, we have a busy day today. Taylor, you've already had a busy day with Red Ribbon Week at Green Hill High School. And yesterday we were at Mount Juliet Middle School for Red Ribbon Week. All good information. It's a week where we try to educate, and the schools try to educate children on the dangers that are out there related to addictions and drugs. And we were really advocating about the dangers of fentanyl because it's that drug out there that is so deadly to so many. And we just want them to be aware of such danger. I know today you spoke a little bit too at the high school about cell phones and the dangers that cell phones have. So how'd all that go?
It went really well. It went good. I'm happy to inform them of cell phone safety.
Yeah, and I know they had a lot of questions. Wasn't able to go to the Green Hill one. I was there yesterday at Mount Juliet Middle School, and they were polite, respectful, and had a lot of good questions. So that's good. But Rich, how's your day going, man?
It's been good. It's been a busy day, but a good day. Had a lot of folks coming into the office today, and so it's been a good day today.
Awesome. Well, let's get to it. Let's hear about that weekly update.
Yeah, so this week we're covering October 19th, October the 25th. Getting right into it. 765 police calls for service, 97 fire calls, 26 crime reports, 77 arrest charges, 343 traffic stops, 110 citations, 38 non-injury crashes, and 8 injury crashes. And crash numbers are creeping up, getting closer to the holidays.
Yeah, for sure. They're really high this time, over 30 and over 40, right? Yeah,
yep.
Man.
And on the crime reports, we had 11 family disturbances, 8 frauds, 3 thefts, and a couple each of forgeries and harassments.
All right.
And on our arrest charges, like always, some real good proactive numbers here again. 15 driving on suspended or revoked DLs, 13 simple possession of drugs, 9 warrants, 8 no driver's license arrests, 4 possession of drug paraphernalia. You can see the rest there. And creeping back up the list again is the move over law with 2. Hate seeing that on there, but it's back on the list again this week.
Yeah, a lot of warrant arrests and a lot of major warrant arrests where our officers have been finding what we call fugitives from justice, meaning they are wanted out of another state where they've been looking for them for a while. The first one this week was at Academy Sports. We responded to a suspicious person call, and it was turned out to be a shoplifting in progress. And 2 of those individuals were wanted out of state. One was out of Kentucky, one was out of Wisconsin for serious felony charges. And then just last night on an incident of another suspicious person call where someone was walking in and out from under the bridge on Mount Juliet Road near Sunset Drive. It's kind of across from the pub there and the bank. Is that First Freedom or F&M? Rich, help me out.
First Freedom right there.
First Freedom. The bank right there near Slim Chickens. There's a small bridge that runs over Mount Juliet Road. And officers made contact with that person, and he was wanted out of Georgia and also East Tennessee. So why they are here, we don't know, but we're just thankful for our dedicated officers who are very effective with the resources that we have because they can quickly respond to those calls, find the individual, investigate it, and then, of course, they're discovering they're wanted. They make that arrest so they can go back to whatever jurisdiction or state to hear those charges and be held accountable as in that pursuit of justice. So just good work from our officers and all that they do to keep the city safe.
And then on to the neighborhood and school zone enforcement. Covered Woodridge Place, Vanner Road, Adams Lane, Sunset Drive, Devonshire Drive, Park Glen, Old Mount Juliet Road, Valley Forge Drive, and the Tuscan Gardens. 21 stops, 11 citations, and 1 arrest. Some good numbers this week there.
Yeah, very cool. They're getting after it in those neighborhoods. Good to see that because we get a lot of complaints about speeders in neighborhoods. And Trick or treat. There's always that question every year. When is trick or treat? Well, we keep it simple. It's always on Halloween night in Mount Juliet. Now, we can't really regulate this. We can only recommend it, but we're thankful for our community that always follows our recommendation for trick or treating on Halloween night. It's Tuesday, and the hours that we like to see are 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. It just keeps it nice and organized. We know when to have plenty of police officers out and about, and we are tripling our patrol staff that evening to ensure that every neighborhood sees a police officer cruising through just to keep everyone safe on Halloween night. And Taylor has some great Halloween tips to keep you and your family safe, mainly those children. And Taylor, go into that a little bit.
Yeah, so obviously we have Halloween coming up, and I just kind of wanted to talk about a few little tips to keep you and your family safe. Always accompany your children when trick-or-treating. Even though you think you're in your neighborhood, you're familiar with that area, always have an adult with you or stay with your children. Stay in large groups. Try not to stray away from the group that you're in, especially if there's a lot of children in your group. It's best to kind of stay in that clump and follow each other to each house. This one is super important, and I can't stress it enough. Look in all directions before crossing the road multiple times. Like Captain said, we will have patrol officers, going through the neighborhoods, but they can't be everywhere at once. So really just make sure you're looking for cars, golf carts, things like that, people in the roadway, to ensure that you and your family don't get hit by a car. Along with that, use flashlights and glow sticks for visibility. A lot of the times, I've seen where parents will put, the bracelets on their children that have lights, so the kid can't pull it off. And so, you're able to locate your child and see them crossing the road and going from house to house. Avoid dark houses. Typically when people have all of their lights off, that's kind of a sign not to go to that house for trick-or-treating. So really avoid houses that aren't welcoming and don't have their lights on. When you are out trick-or-treating, lock and arm your home. Sometimes individuals will see that as a target. And that's a good way to prevent someone from entering your home when you're not there, is to make sure it's locked. And then this one is really important to me as well. Make sure you kind of just do a quick examination of your child's candy before they eat it. The world we live in today, unfortunately, that's something that we just have to do. So really just make sure those wrappers aren't open, they're not super glued back together. If it is open or the wrapper's off of it, immediately throw it away. I just wanted to really stress that because we have unfortunately seen things in the world happen like this before. So just a few tips and tricks to keep you and your family safe and have a good Halloween.
Yeah, great stuff, Taylor. And our officers, like you mentioned, are going to be out and about patrolling. But we'll also have candy and reflective wristbands to hand out to children and adults if you would like one. And the statistics are staggering for pedestrian-involved crashes involving children. On Halloween night, they increased by about 4 times. And that's because of the amount of children that will be out and just the activity taking place. We've all been in those packed neighborhoods of trick-or-treating, and there are kids running everywhere. They have all kinds of costumes on. Their mask limit the visibility for them to be able to properly see with their peripheral vision of cars coming and going. And so that's why we as motorists, when we're driving through those neighborhoods, just need to go extra slow, because those little ghouls and goblins, whatever they're dressed up as, a superhero or princess, whatever, they may not see the car. And we have to be aware of that. We need to be able to quickly stop to avoid striking any child. And thankfully, we are consistently safe on Halloween night in our community. We want it to be safe and continue to be safe. So we're going to have a lot of cops out. They'll have candy. They'll have reflective wristbands. And we just look forward to hanging out with everyone across our community as we all get to meet our neighbors. That's one thing that's neat about Halloween, is everyone just kind of gets out and has fun and meets their neighbors and enjoys their time. And it is really a safe time. These tips that you see are just some things to make it extra safe and just to prevent what we have seen occur across the nation related to Halloween fun. But thank you for that, Taylor. All good stuff. We got a question. Are y'all trick-or-treating with Oakley?
Absolutely. She's going to be a cow.
A cow?
So
Okay.
a cow. Yeah, a cute little cow. So we'll take her around, and
All right.
we won't eat the candy, but I think that we will be able to eat her candy.
Yeah. What's Bob and Taylor going to dress up as?
I don't know that we were going to be farmers, so we may
Okay,
still be
that was
farmers.
my guess.
and
Yeah.
have her as a little cow. She was supposed to be that last week at Halloween at the park, but the weather was too good and her cow costume was too hot. So she was a little Tennessee Vols cheerleader.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Good stuff, Taylor. Thank you. And hopefully, are y'all trick-or-treating in Lebanon or more?
I think probably Lebanon. Yeah.
Lebanon? Okay.
We'll see, though.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. The Mayor's Cup is tonight. Big football game for our community. And if you're around Mount Juliet High School, anywhere from 6 to about 9 to 10 p.m., there's going to be a lot of traffic and a lot of cars trying to park in different locations. What we're going to do is put out some signage and cones to prevent the parking in the neighborhoods where it gets clogged up. And there's going to be about 8 officers tasked to this event tonight, just to ensure that it's safe, but also to ensure that no one is parking in an unsafe manner or the roads get blocked up. We want to keep everything moving nice and safe and smooth throughout the evening. So we hope to see you. I would encourage you, if you are attending, try to carpool. Parking is very limited at Mount Juliet High School. And when this game was at Green Hill High School, it overflowed the Green Hill High School parking lot into all other parking lots around Green Hill. And Green Hill has more parking spaces available. So we're curious to see what the impact will be at Mount Juliet High School tonight. But if you don't have to drive through that way, you may just want to avoid it altogether and take Mount Juliet Road and Lebanon Road to get around, or take Golden Bear Gateway to the south to Division Street to get around as well. But big game tonight. Not sure who is going to win. That they're about both equal in their stats, and I'm not quite sure who I'm rooting for. Obviously, my heart is from Mount Juliet High School and the Bears because I am a Bear. But you also have the Green Hill Hawks as well. So it's split for me. It really is, with a slight lean towards the Bears, but that's simply because I am a Bear. Rich, Taylor, do y'all have any preference on tonight's game?
No, I don't.
No.
I was at Green Hill today,
Yeah, right.
and they were all hyped up about it. They had really good energy, but I think it's just a great, friendly competition. So it'll be a good game.
You're right. It's fun to see that the friendly competition, and both schools really get into it. Our local government gets into it. The Mayor James Manis, he gets into it as well, and it really makes it fun. It's always good to have a fun rivalry in the town. And whoever wins gets the cup, and we'll see how it goes. But best of luck to the Bears. Best of luck to the Hawks. We wish you both the best, and we will be out there with you and cheering on both teams throughout the night. We talked about Trick or Treat again. It's Tuesday, October 31st, the Halloween night, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Also, Saturday is a big event, the Halloween 5K for Hope in Parkinson's Fun Walk. This is the event that benefits Lieutenant Kenny Hudson with our fire department. Kenny was the firefighter injured during the Glass Creek apartment fire, and this is a large fundraiser for him. And you can go to mjforhope.org to register, to donate, to sponsor, whatever it may be. There'll be a lot of runners out this Saturday morning through Woodridge Place. They leave Mount Juliet Middle School, hit Woodridge Place, go out to Golden Bear Gateway, turn around, and come back the way they started. We'll have officers, of course, out that way helping with traffic and keep traffic moving off the runners, and also ensure the road stays open so you can get to and from your house if you live out that way. If you haven't signed up for the census, you'll want to do so, mjcensus.org. And there's also a benefit to you. So Justin Beasley and his team with the City Hall, Jennifer Hamblin, our Development Services Director, they have money available to donate, not to donate, to win, for you to win if you register for the census. So the money was donated to the city that we're now able to give out to encourage people to register for the census. So go to mjcensus.org. They draw every week for this, and you could be the lucky winner. And I think last week they gave out a $500 gift card to Kroger's. That's a big deal. Big deal. I think this week was a $400 gift card for like heating and air maintenance. So get on there, get registered. It also really helps the city. It's free money to the city based off how many people live in our community. And this is the only way to count of who lives in our community. So go there, register, so our city can get funding that goes and helps build roads, supports our fire, EMS, police, our parks, everything that we do to keep this city running and beautiful. and go to mjcensus.org. And that's all I have at the moment. Rich, how's our weather?
Well, this 7-day forecast here looks a little grim just looking at the graphics, but it's not as bad as it looks. Most of the rain chances they're calling for over the next 7 days are mainly in the daytime, a little bit overnight on Saturday night and Sunday night, but it's not a drought buster. We're in a drought right now statewide, and these rain chances they're calling for, they're not in excess of an inch at all. So right now it's, a little bit of rain here and there, but it's not going to be bad. And if you look at Tuesday for Halloween, a little bit of rain chance on Halloween, but it's during the day. So our ghouls and goblins hopefully won't get wet on Halloween. But what the big talk of the weather world right now is the drastic temperature drop coming Monday and Tuesday. So folks, make sure for Halloween that you're dressing up your little ghouls and goblins nice and warm for Halloween night so they don't catch a cold.
Yeah, it looks like for Halloween, Rich, I see more blue sky on that little graphic, which is good. So that 30% chance of showers is in the morning. In the evening,
it's during the day. Yes, sir.
It'll be cool, but no rain. So that's good. And hopefully everyone will have a good Halloween night. You just want to plan those costumes to be warm, so children aren't too cold as they're out trick-or-treating. And remember, have something well lit on them, whether it's a reflective band, flashlight, glow stick, light up LED, whatever it is. You want your children to be visible out trick-or-treating. A lot of cars are out. A lot of kids are out. They both need to see each other very well.
And they even too, Captain, if I can add, they make light up candy baskets now. I actually saw them at Walmart the other day. So they have lights all around them. So that's an option as well.
Yeah, that is awesome. I wish I could see one of those. I bet I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. We'll take any questions that you have. Type those in the comments, and there's not many. We'll go ahead and go on about our day. Busy day for us at the police department. In the Mayor's Cup, we're going to be at Mount Juliet High School for their pep rally. Then we're going over to Green Hill High School for their pep rally, and then the big game this evening. And truly, we hope both teams have a wonderful time, a safe time, a good time, good sportsmanship. And hey, may the best team win tonight in the Mayor's Cup.
Go Bears. Go Bears.
Go and Rich, there he goes. He let on a little bit. I don't see much. I got Donna here. She's a bear. She has a little bear emoji, and go Bears. And Gloria is saying hello as well. Hello to you, Gloria. Football's good. Debbie chimed in with a good afternoon, and Lee just saying, hey guys. So hello to each of you. Thanks for tuning in. If there's anything we can do, we're here for you. I say tonight's busy too, Rich. This weekend's busy. We're working all weekend, aren't we? Checking the calendar here. We will be at, let's see here, MJ for Hope in the morning on Saturday. Then we're at the Trunk or Treat at Breeden's Orchard that tomorrow evening, which is going to be a pretty cool event if you haven't been there. It starts at about 4:35-ish, and it looks like we are going to be there until 8 o'clock in the evening. So Trunk or Treat, it says a lot of candy, prizes, and fun. That is hosted by our local Wilson County Professional Firefighters Association and Breeden's Orchard. So a lot of public safety will be out that way, handing out candy and gifts to children who come by. So it's a good time for folks who don't have anything planned Saturday. Come to Breeden's Orchard for that Trunk or Treat event.
And then also, the drug take-back event will be tomorrow as well from, I believe, 10 to 2 at the Mount Juliet.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that. We almost forgot. Drug take-back, folks. You can bring your unused medications, any type of pill form. We don't take syringes, but stop by Mount Juliet Pharmacy. That is on Weston Drive across from West Wilson Middle School. And you can just dispose any unused medication that you have rather than flush it down the toilet or leave it in your cabinet for someone to get, unknowingly to you and then start using it. Bring that unused medication to that drug drop day and we'll dispose of it for you properly. We also have a disposal bin in our lobby that stays open for the most part. It is managed by the state of Tennessee, and they empty it and take the bin. So if we run out of bins, we have to lock it up. But right now, I believe that bin is unlocked. But if you're out and about tomorrow, bring us your drugs, drop it off at the Mount Juliet Pharmacy on Weston Drive. Good stuff. Rich, is there anything I'm missing on your side of things?
I think we got it covered good, Cap.
Cool. And another thing that Lieutenant Cawthron reminded me of is there's lock boxes available. So we're giving away lock boxes at the drug take back event where you can take back home and then lock up your medication in that. You may think, well, I don't have to do that in my home, but we've seen stuff where teenagers will, go shopping through the cabinets and get the drugs and either experiment with them or give them to their friends. And you just don't want to do that. We've seen family members do that to other family members. It's best just to keep that locked up. Some drugs are very powerful and you want to be prescribed to use those. And if you don't want someone not prescribed those, getting into the drugs that you have at your house. So keep them locked up. We'll have lock boxes for free.
Even house cleaners.
And even house cleaners, yes.
Yeah.
We see that a lot
People that
too.
are coming in and out your house is just, always an option. So.
Yeah, vendors, maintenance folks, just go through your stuff, unfortunately. All right, y'all. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. It's going to be a busy time for us in the police department, our community, until about Halloween is over. October is such a busy time, and at the end of October, it is even more busy. But we just appreciate you joining us on this broadcast. And if there's anything that you need, please just reach out to us, and our officers will be there for you. Take care, folks. Have a wonderful weekend.